Hello Allah, welcome to lesson number 11 of the reading course. In this lesson, we will see one letter and we will see how to divide Arabic words into syllables. And this will help you improve your reading a lot. So enjoy. The next letter in Arabic is this, and this is ka, ka. With a kasra it becomes ki, and with a dhamma it's ku. Now, if ka is at the beginning of the word, it looks like this, as in this example. If ka is connected to both sides, it would still look like this, only with an arm to the other side, as in this word. If the ka is at the end and on its own, it would look like this, as in this word. And if the ka is at the very end but connected to what comes before it, it would look the same, only with an arm to it, as in this word. So this is how the ka would look like at the very end, and the ka at the very beginning, and then the ka if it's connected to the right. Let's look at some words, and before we start reading, I just want to teach you a small strategy that would help you when you read, which is to divide words into syllables. And to do that, it's very easy. We will look for any short vowels, حركة قصيرة, so فتحة كسرة or ضمة, and then we will put a partition right before the letter with that vowel. So I see a kasra here, I put a partition there. I see a fatha here, I put another partition here, and now I have the word divided into two syllables. This one and this one. So I can read the first one on its own and the second one on its own, and then I will put them together. Let's try to do this. So the first syllable is just ki. The second one is tab, tab, kitab. Kitab is a book. Let's look at another word. Here we have a fatha, so I will put a partition here. And here I have a kasra, so I'll put another one here. And now it's done. The first syllable is ka. The second syllable is bir. So kabir, which means big, masculine. Next one, I have a fatha, so I'll put a partition there. I have a kasra here, so I'll put a partition right before it. And I have another fatha here, so that's another partition. So I have three syllables for that word. The first one is ka, and then bi, and then ra. Kabira, which means big, but for something that is feminine. Here I have a fatha, so I'll put a partition. Here I have another fatha, so another partition. And here I have another fatha, so that's a third partition. And that would be ha, ra, ka, haraka. And haraka means a movement. Next one. Here I have only one fatha, so the whole word would be one syllable, which is kalb, kalb, kalb. And kalb means a dog. Next one, I have a kisra here, so I'll put a partition before it. I have a fatha here, so I'll put another partition before it, and then I will read each one on its own and then connect them. So I have ki, and then I have lab, lab, kilab, and kilab means dogs. Now let's see why the ka is very, very important in Arabic. Let's read this word. So here we have hamza with a fatha, so that's a, and then bu, abu, and I said abu means father. Now if I would say your father, I'll just add a ka at the end, so it would be abuk, abuk, and abuk means your father. Now let's read this one. So here we have bait, bait, and bait means house. Now if I want to say your house, it would be baytik, baytik, which means your house, baytik. One more example. Here I have walad, walad, and walad means a son. If I want to say your son, I would say waladik, waladik. Waladik means your son. Next one. Here I have zawj, zawj, which means husband. Now, if I want to say your husband, it would be zawjak, zawjak. Next one, I have zawja, zawja, which means a wife. If I want to say your wife, I would say zawjatik, zawjatik. And remember, the ta marbuta turns into a regular T, zawjatik. Let's read some sentences. Let's start by dividing the sentence into syllables. So I would start at the very beginning of the sentence, that's one partition. And then I will look for the vowels. So I have a kasra here, that would be the beginning of a new syllable. I have a fatha here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. I have another fatha here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. and I have a kasra here. That's the beginning of a new syllable, and that's it. And now I can read each syllable on its own. So here I have il, and then ki, and then tab, il kitab, the book, and then I have ra, and then I have heeb, rahib, amazing. Il kitab, rahib, the book is amazing. Next one, I have a fatha here, so that would be the beginning of a new syllable. I have a kasra here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. I have a fatha here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. And I have a kasra here, and that's the beginning of a new syllable. Now this one would be bay, and then tik. Baytik, your house. Ka, bir, kabir, big. Baytik, kabir, your house is big. Next one. Here I have a fatha, that's the beginning of a new syllable. Here I have a kasra, that's the beginning of a new syllable. Another kasra here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. Another one here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. And then that's the beginning of the word. And then I have a fatha here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. And I have a kasra here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. And then I have a fatha here, and again, that's the beginning of a new syllable. And now I can read each syllable on its own. So the first one is ha, and then the, ha, the, which means this, and then I, and then kha with the sukun, so ich, and then ti, ikhti, my sister, hadi, ikhti, and then I have il, ka, bi, ra, il kabira, hadi ikhti il kabira. This is my older sister. Next one, I have a fatha here, so that's the beginning of a new syllable. I have another fatha here, that's another beginning of a new syllable. I have a fatha here, that's the beginning of a new syllable. Another one here, and a kasra here. So, ha, the, which means this, and then wa, la, dik, and I have a question mark. So, waladik, hada waladik, is this your son? Hada waladik.